Hey, FanboyNation.
This is your pal Daffy Duck, and you're watching.
We're watching Fanboy.
Fanboy, etc.
FanboyNation.
I assume Tom.
This man is holding one of the most recognizable titles in all of professional wrestling. He is the current NWA World Television Champion in the lineage of Arn Anderson in doing so and holding it so well. Bryan Idol, how are you today?
I am good. And, as we get started, it's like, oh, well, we'll go till the juice runs out here. I don't know what's going on with my thing, but we got a little time. So let's hope it hangs. But yeah, everything's good otherwise, man. Technology getting the better of us today, but that's how it goes some days in the modern era of life. But yeah, I'm good. How are you, man?
Listen, I'm thrilled to talk to you. NWA's 77th anniversary is coming to Huntington, New York. You're going to be in Long Island as part of the card. Your opponent is a Long Island native, so you got an uphill battle in this defense.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think maybe one of the lesser known secrets is I spent a lot of my life living on Long Island as well. So it's definitely not a home field advantage for him. But yeah, it's cool for him. It's Ocasio is a guy who's a very talented wrestler. If anything, if people don't really know about him, it's probably because he's had some injury problems in the past, and he's overcome some pretty serious ones. And he's a really, really good in-ring wrestler. So it's definitely going to be a good one, man. It's not the first time we've ever wrestled, and I know that the level of what goes on in there when we do is really high. So I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's something I'd like to comment about. Actually, is like, for those that aren't watching NWA, I think it's time to check it out. I think they'd be really surprised at what's happening in the ring there, and I'm proud to be a part of that movement as well, where you got people like me and Natalia Markova, and then, I try to lump myself into that category, but yeah, we go all out, man.
You sit there and you guys are making it happen. Billy Corgan has somehow revitalized the entire NWA and made sure that it's become one of the most exciting promotions to watch these days. What is it like when you get to sit there and be a part of something that has meant so much to so many people, not just over the years, but over the decades?
Yeah, no, it's unbelievable. And I'm not really modest about saying it anymore. I like to take a little credit in being a vital part of the reshaping of what's gone on the last few years. And, you've seen, despite people leaving us for dead, we've now taken things to the biggest platform that we ever have as a company in the Billy Corgan era. So I'm saying I think that says a lot about Billy's vision and Billy's perseverance, and I think it says a lot about when you get the right people on the team. And I think that's what we got, man. I think we got the right team together right now, or close to it. And I think it's we're still trending upward, and then there's still some surprise announcements that will be made in the coming weeks that I think people will be shocked.
Well, you yourself are a promoter with the NWA.
So I think I'm the national promoter, which means that I have, I have a large say in where we run the live events and, the venues that we run them in. And, I control a lot of the direction of what, like I said, when you have that kind of role, it factors into some of the marketing. It factors into all the aspects that deal with promotion stuff. So I don't want to go on and on about all the hats that I got to wear. But the point is like I said, when you got the right team and the right vision, I mean, the sky's the limit, and I think we're proving it right now. And I think, like I said, when some of this other stuff comes out, I think people are going to be shocked.
Right. Well, you're also wearing multiple, like you said, you didn't want to mention too much about the multiple hats, but you're the TV champion, you're the national promoter, and then on top of that, you're also an in-ring commentator. So you are all over the place,
Yeah, well, I mean, the commentator stuff I do more for the regional. But, like I said, I'm fortunate. It's not a thing where I'm trying to jump in every avenue. It's more of like raise your hand if you can get it done kind of thing. And that's what's amazing about, like I said, with Billy, is like, if you can step up and you can handle the pressure and you can deliver, then it's your shot to take. So I genuinely appreciate that, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I'm just trying to uphold the legacy of what I perceive the NWA to be. And I'll be honest, in some aspects, there's times where the NWA over the generations maybe fell off a little, or things were a little watered down or weird, and that's the ebb and flow of wrestling and trying to stay alive. And the NWA definitely had difficulty staying alive, and for all purposes was maybe dead before Billy scooped it up. And but there's this vision of what it was, what it means to people, and so trying to uphold that and trying to meet those standards and be like, hey, what are we really looking at here, and how do we make it the way it was remembered and revered? And we're doing a good job of it, I think. And like I said, like what's on the horizon is only trending up. So if that's a good place to be in. We're not out here begging for TV placement and begging for people to watch. Like, we have things happening, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, you got the YouTube thing going on. The YouTube channel is successful. There's been stuff that was on Fight TV, so the NWA is still holding strong. And with the
Roku, I want to be
Please.
make no mistake about it. The Roku numbers are large.
Mhm.
Like, Roku is serious. We're not like on a back channel, of Roku. We're on like the main sports channel, and we have that 24/7 channel where the split is about 80-20 us, between WoW. So they're like 80% NWA programming. I think it's 20% WoW programming. And that's a 24/7 channel that runs on just keeps going. And then, like I said, we're every Tuesday and Saturday we're on the sports channel, and like, we're getting major placement. Like, when you turn on TVs, like even on Samsung TVs, this, that, like, it's like, hey, watch Power right now. It's live. I've seen it with my own eyes. So I'm saying, and the numbers that we've gotten in are astronomical. And the numbers that our website hits are getting are more than we've ever gotten. So it's definitely like this Roku thing. I think the general public doesn't. I think they think Roku and they think like, hey, my buddy's got a Roku channel, check out my channel, ... Roku ... It's not like that. It's like you turn on the main thing, it's there. So it's really, really big. And like I said, maybe some other stuff to surprise you with coming up. So
Right. Well, I'm looking forward to the surprises because, I'm covering the NWA, I'm covering WoW as well. So it's great that you guys are on that same 24-hour channel. And then with 77 coming up, we got your match. We got Tiffany's match coming up, defending the women's television title. And then on top of that, we got the World's Heavyweight Championship with Tom Latimer and Thrillbilly Silas Mason. Being
Right.
the TV champion, you also have to have your eye on the world title as well.
hey man, lucky 7 rule, right? So all I can do is just keep climbing the ladder. And I think that if I'm speaking from my own experience in the NWA, there was a time where somebody would say, hey, would you ever like to win the 10 pounds of gold? And it would be like, sure, I'd like to win the 10 pounds of gold. I didn't know if it was really, maybe in my mind it was a realistic possibility, but I didn't know in the eyes of the fans or the eyes of the company if I was really considered in that echelon of people. But I think as time has progressed, I think it's a very viable option. And I'm not shy about saying, I'm a prominent face in the company, if not maybe the face. And, that's a goal, man. So I'm saying, like, I don't stop. Sky's the limit, man. Keep climbing the ladder, keep doing what you do. And that's how I do it, man. One foot in front of the other and keep going like that. No delusions about, what that accomplishment means. It does mean a lot. And, I don't care what company you watch. Everyone knows I was just around, I was at a thing, and there was a lot of legendary people there. And I can't tell you how surprised I was that some of them, they give me a hug and say, good to see you. And they were like, we see everything you're doing, and, the NWA is doing awesome, and keep going. So they all respect it, and they all respect that title. The 10 pounds of gold is a coveted, that's an accomplishment. So obviously I got my sights set on that, and that would be something I would love to say that I won in my career. But I am perfectly thrilled. This TV title, I'll tell you, when I came into the NWA, this was the goal that I was like, I don't see any reason why I couldn't get this title. And then not only did I get it, but to get it right as we get the largest TV deal that the company's had in a million years. So I think it says a lot. And so it's a long answer I'm giving you. But yeah, I mean, without a doubt, possibility that I will go for the 10 pounds of gold. Maybe not now, but somewhere down the line. So,
Well, the beautiful thing is, especially with the NWA, you guys also have the Mortons, and Ricky Morton was there on the rise of the NWA in it, and then as well as its heyday, and to have him, back in the company with you guys, and now teaming up with his son, only talks about not only the longevity of 77 years with the NWA, but it looks like Ricky's, got 55 of those 77 years.
yeah, he definitely does. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Look, that's the thing, man. I mean, how special is that, right? You get a legend who comes in like that and can still go. I think it speaks to everything in his career. Like, obviously he understands how to hang in the game, and that's, credit where credit's due. But, the thing about the NWA is we're all about paying homage to the people that built it and the people that built pro wrestling as a whole. And I think that's why Billy's awesome. He's not one of these people that judges like and says, that guy's 100 years old, whatever. He'll give anybody a shot that's earned it and that, has, a legacy or whatever. Even that's, like I said, earn their place. And, it's fun to see what comes out of that sometimes. And then sometimes, again, it's not, you're like, that was not a good, but I think that's the magic of wrestling, man. People come, people go, people show back up. I mean, the whole point is it's entertainment, right? So the fans want to see it, and we're there to give it to them. And that's what I think of the NWA lately. I think it's something for everybody. I mean, I watch things and I'm like, not really my cup of tea, but I know somebody else probably likes this or that. So I think there's a good mix for everyone to tune in. And I think, Roku is showing that with the numbers we're doing, and it's exciting. It's definitely exciting, man.
As things continue to progress, and with the resurrection of the NWA, the 10 pounds of gold, the tag titles themselves, the television title, it seems that, there's a place for everybody in this industry at this point. And with the NWA being, I don't want to say just traditionalist, because it's more than just tradition, but also it doesn't focus on death matches, which I'm thrilled with, because I've never been a death match guy.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you want extreme and you want hardcore, like I was patting myself on the back already for it, especially Natalia Markova. First of all, what female wrestler can even wrestle like that? Second of all, she does the craziest stuff. And I'm saying, what is missing? Like, what is the only thing we're not doing? Smashing light tubes on our heads? So, I mean, I don't think anybody misses that. I don't think, like you said, I don't think it's a necessity. And, I get it for the people that do it. There is some genre of people, some group out there that wants to see that. And I don't think the number is very large, and, that's cool, but I think it's just not something that really wrestling needs. And so that's the only reason why we don't give it to them. If it was something that the community as a whole was calling for and hasn't been done, we'd be doing it. But plenty of extreme action, plenty of oh my God moments. I mean, I broke my collarbone in 4 pieces. And if you saw that clip of how that happened, I don't know how much more extreme someone would have to go.
Right.
So, we're giving you everything we can give you. And I mean, I think it's all there. So I'm totally excited about whatever. And like I said, even that, I broke my collarbone, had to get surgery. I think I was back in the NWA like less than 5 weeks later.
That's intense, man.
Whatever, man. It's how you got to do it. So it's why you're earning a living doing wrestling. It's a paycheck.
Well, August 16th is coming up pretty quick. And with 77 being in Huntington, New York, the excitement of the end, like the NWA initially was, it was all over the country, especially with the territories. And now the territories are having its resurgence with NWA Texas and I think NWA Illinois, and when,
Chicago,
yeah, Chicago. Thank you. And then we're looking, what about NWA California? Because, we want you guys out here on the West Coast too.
There's been some talks, everything, the Roku thing, I keep saying it. I mean, it's a huge deal, dude. It took a lot of time and a lot of structuring to get us where we needed to be. And, we started kicking up those territories a couple of years ago. And, I definitely had, a big hand in the vision of that. And I still do. but it's like kind of you almost got to go on hold with what has been happening with our TV stuff. That's become the focus. So now that that's settling and we're starting to, the wheels are turning on it and it's there and it's arrived. Now we can kind of start, getting back around to like, hey, let's make some new territories. Let's make some stuff happen. And, there's a set of criteria that we try to look for, like, location definitely being a big part of the criteria. So we do want a West Coast presence, and we're starting to creep out that way. I think we've mastered the South, and I think, we've started to infiltrate up north again. Like we have our spots. We know what Ohio, New York, there's some talk, some other places like maybe Delaware. And so we have like some places picked out. We know what we want, and we're starting to, that's why it's the anniversary show. I mean, this is the first real wrestling show that's at the Paramount, and I think people don't understand what that place is going to look like on camera and how the room actually looks. And I almost want to put a picture of a mock-up of it out, but I don't want to give anything away. But I mean,
we don't want you getting in trouble with Billy too. So
but I've seen what the place looks like when it's set up, and I'm saying it is top notch. And again, so this goes back to being the national promoter, and it's something I'd like to point out and say that's important. Anybody can book an arena. If you book an arena and you draw, a place holds 7,000, you're like, yeah, but we'll cut it in half and we'll draw 1,000. It doesn't look right. And I'm saying we've seen other companies run into that. And even though they're drawing a few thousand, which is no shame, that's a lot of people. It doesn't look right when you don't have the right venues. So I'm saying, like, I've been particular about picking venues that house a certain number of fans, but also have a feel of a big time venue. Because if you don't have that, can you hold on just 1 second? I'm so sorry. Hold on.
No, it's all right.
Hello? Oh,
all right. We got to pick up real quick. Quick technical glitch. Bryan, you were saying about the venue?
But you pick the right venues that look the right way, and I think it sets the tone for everything. So we're very big on that. So like I said, expansion always a thing. We're looking for places like that. We're looking for territories like that. We want things to have a certain feel. We're getting back to that. So I'm saying look to see some movement on that in the coming months.
All right. So I'm going to make you put the promoter hat on at this point. You're the champion. You got a match at 77 on August 16th. So obviously you're worried about defending the title. But as a promoter and as a fan, since you got to pull back into that category as well, what other match are you looking forward to on the card?
I'm going to say it again, I keep bringing her name up, but I mean, how can you not be looking forward to the long-awaited rematch for Natalia Markova versus Kenzie Page for the Burke, the women's championship? I mean, how can it not be something you want to see? I mean, Markova's been so close with those matches with Camille and all this. I mean, she is a champion 4 years in the making. I gotta think, that's a match that she's going to go all out in. And I mean, generally, she's match of the night on the cards. And I'm not saying it because I team with her. I'm saying it because just watch the program, dude. She's nuts. She's got her teeth knocked out once. She got her head bashed open during Crockett. I mean, she's always giving it 110% and is just a psycho. So I'm looking forward to that match. I know that's the one that's always going to deliver. And Kenzie's awesome too. It's like these are the heart and soul of the NWA. The Page sisters. I mean, there's a lot there. So that's the match I would tell fans. I wouldn't miss it. And if women's wrestling ain't your thing, I still wouldn't miss it because that means you probably ain't seen Natalia Markova. And that's all I could tell you about that.
For those of us that won't be able to be at the Paramount on the 16th, that are on the West Coast, where are we going to be able to catch the show?
Roku, man. Everything gets put on Roku after. So, it's a little bit of a delay because of the TV tapings, but it's all airs on Roku, man. That's our weekly show, Power. And it's not to be missed. And it's also on demand. Like I said, if you miss it on Tuesday and you want to just watch it on Wednesday or whatever, you just go in Roku, type in NWA Power. It comes up, the season will come up. You pick the episode for that week and you watch it. I mean, you can't beat it.
No, I'm glad it's on Roku because I didn't know if it was going to be on Fight as an iPay-per-view.
We don't know. We're not doing anything else right now. Roku is broadcasting all our stuff. We're not even putting those on YouTube. We're some matches we pull and put over there just for fun. But everything runs through Roku. It is all there. And like I said, for people that don't know, you don't need any special box or subscription or anything. It's all free. And you just download Roku in your app store on your phone. And you just go right in there. You turn it on. It's right there on your TV. And you can watch it on your cell phone. There's links on the website. You can watch it anywhere, 24/7. It's amazing. And Roku itself, honestly, I mean, I hate to sound like a Roku salesman, but I didn't know much about it. And I was blown away that when you go on Roku, there's so much programming there. There's movies, there's 24/7 channels. There's things that I was just like, wow, this is awesome. And, there's very limited commercials. And I think they have upgrades where if you don't want to watch commercials, then you can pay for it. But everything's free. There's very limited commercials, no more than any regular TV. And it's, like I said, it's really awesome, man. It's pretty cool that all this has gotten to that point, even in human technology, where you just go on this thing and you can watch anything from 24/7 Married with Children channel to a 24/7 NWA channel to the newest NWA episode to the movies they have on there. So it's no excuse really not to watch it, man. If you got a TV, especially if you live in the US, you download Roku, you watch the thing. It's all free. It's awesome. You can't miss.
Ryan, I'm digging it. Let's remind everybody, August 16th at the Paramount in Huntington, New York, NWALiveEvents.com. I am here with the World
If you're anywhere in the area, don't miss that show, man. There's something about seeing it live, and I'm telling you, Paramount's a gorgeous venue. So if you're anywhere in the tri-state area, come make the trip. Show starts at 7. Like we said, August 16th. It's a Saturday. There's no excuse not to come. Still tickets left. Still good seats left. But definitely already going to be packed in there. But it's we want you there. If you haven't seen the NWA, come experience it.
I dig it, man. Listen, where can we find you on social media to connect with you? And where can I get a replica of that NWA TV title?
Actually, we are unveiling a new line pending approval, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to get approved. We're unveiling a new line of these replica belts, and they will be available for a very good price. Probably a little cheaper than most replica belts, and we want to do that on purpose because we, that's the thing I love about Billy, man, is he ain't in this to shake everyone's pockets empty. We want people to participate. We want people to experience it. One of the things that I helped with this, what I was working on with these replica belts, this deal we got coming, affordability. And, I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it yet because we have other stuff, but whatever. But there'll be some replica belts out there. So you will be able to get a TV title replica and maybe something special with it. What was the other part of the question as I get lost in things?
I was just going to say, where can we find you on social media? Because when I get my replica belt, I want the TV champ to sign it.
I will. At the Bryan Idol. So just at the Bryan Idol. That's you find me on all social media like that. Simple. And usually I'll be posting pictures and bragging about how cool I am. So if you're into that sort of thing, I got a lot of good content on there. So check it out. I don't know. Watch the NWA. That's important.
Listen, Bryan Idol, television champion, promoter, commentator, taking care of catering at this point, theater design.
You're not lying.
You're wearing every hat that there's possible.
I would like to say, if you haven't, you did say NWALiveEvents.com. And if you haven't checked out the website, we just redid the whole website. And I'm very proud I had a hand in that project too. So we are ready for everything, and we want the fans to have the most accessibility to us and be the most user friendly and the most we're doing a lot of things so that everything is the way we think it should be for the best experience for the fans watching and the people that want to be a part of the NWA and the NWA culture.
Bryan, are you also running the daycare backstage as well at this point?
I mean, I am down to set up a babysitting service for those that need, and for a moderate fee, of course. But yeah, man, I will do. That's the thing. Listen, and I want to say this again. This isn't me trying to brag or whatever. I think the mistake, now I'm speaking to the aspiring wrestlers or the people that want to be in a big company or whatever. I think the mistake people make is you say, "Why should you be in this company?" And someone says, "Because I'm a great wrestler." And here's the thing: we're all pretty good wrestlers. And if you made it to any kind of level where you're getting paid any kind of money. I don't care if it's $20. I mean, somebody saw value in what you're doing. So if that's the case, that's already a given. So now it comes down to what else can you do? What else can you do to bring to the table? And how else can you support the company that you want to be a part of? And how else can you, make the wrestling game as a whole better? And that's the mindset I have. That's why I do all these things, not because I'm some egomaniac or I think it's going to generate something more for me. It's just, I don't want to be that guy that says, well, I'm a great wrestler. It just doesn't, I don't see the value. Everybody's a great wrestler. Do something else. Bring something extra. I don't care what it is. Do you make graphics? Can you assemble the ring better than anybody? Do you have an aesthetic eye? Can you walk in a room and say, oh, I think we should have this light and this light? Do you do audio? You know what I'm saying? Like, bring something extra, man. Bring something extra. And I'll tell you, like I said, any aspiring wrestler out there, anybody, whatever, figure out something extra that sets you apart from everybody else behind the scenes, where you're like, I bring value to the company because I can do this, and then I could go out in front of the camera and be a wrestler, because that should be a given. And not everybody should have to do that. But if everybody had that mindset, the business as a whole would be better off. Because if everybody's got genuine intentions, and like I said, I'm a man of genuine intentions. I just want to help. I'm hired to do a job, and I want to not only do the best job, I want to do every job I can besides that, as long as I'm doing them all at the highest level.
Bryan Idol, you're killing it out there, man. Thank you so much for your time. NWA 77, August 16th at the Paramount in Huntington, New York. NWALiveEvents.com to see how many tickets there are left, which isn't much, but grab what you can if you're in the tri-state area, or if you're willing to travel to Long Island, New York. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, man.